Good morning, Pisces, or afternoon, wherever you are. I'm Jamie with Southeastern Soul Tribe, and I'm here to do your reading. This round of readings is a little bit different. It's not a you versus them. However, other people may show up in your reading. You never can tell. I'm trying to keep them a little bit shorter, within the 20-minute range or so, because you guys don't like to watch more than 8 minutes typically. It's hard for me to do it in 8 minutes. If you want a shorter reading, it's going to be over on TikTok under Southeastern Soul Tribe or Jamie Setzer, Setser. Either way, you go to TikTok and find me. That's where you find the element readings. I'll do fire signs, water signs, in groups like that. Over here is where you get your actual sign readings. I do shorts as well. On Facebook is where we can have our discussions, things like that. If you want to talk, you can go to Southeastern Soul Tribe Facebook page and like that and get my updates over there. More personal stuff, things I find funny in the real world. So anyway, let's see what's going on for my Pisces collective. There's one card coming out. Look, it's your energy. Oh, what else is happening for Pisces? I hope that Pluto in Aquarius is treating you well. In 2 days, we're going to have a full moon in Leo, which can really change the energy. I urge you to look that up and how that might affect you. See where Leo is in your chart. Leo's in the 12th house in my chart. And, there's a lot of things about self-confidence and just different stuff like that. Just look it up. I don't know all the details about it enough to get on here and educate you, so you can look up that information. But I do know it's significant, so take a look at that. This has come up for a couple of signs on the bottom of the deck, and trust me, I really do shuffle these very well. I lay them across here, I mix them all up, put them upside down, and then I shuffle here a few times before I meditate on your energy, and then I shuffle in front of you. So there's something about the polarity signs. Now, Pisces polarity is Virgo. I think. Yes. Pisces polarity is Virgo. And so basically it says step out of your comfort zone. And the reading has went that way for the people who have drawn this card. It's asking them to, maybe you're in a place of stagnancy. Um, look at how you are as a Pisces, and the opposite of that is Virgo. So, so North Node is something to look at here. If you don't know where North Node is in your chart, then you need to take a look at your birth chart. Get your birth chart information and look for North Node. The opposite of that is on the axis. It'll be your South Node. So if your North Node is Leo, your South Node is Aquarius, vice versa. So if your North Node is Virgo, your South Node is Pisces, vice versa. Libra, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Sagittarius, Gemini, Capricorn, Cancer, like that. Anyway, you are good enough. This is Virgo. That's your opposite. That's your North Node. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Now, if that's not a timing card, or if that's not a clear sign to look at your North and South Node, by the way, if you don't know your North Node is what you're supposed to be doing. It's your karmic life path. It's the lessons you're supposed to learn in this lifetime. If you wonder what your purpose in this world is, that's it. So, a new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. This is definitely telling me that this is about your life path lesson, this Pisces Virgo energy. So, we're going to see how this comes out in the cards. Now, I have a book. I'm not going to read you the information, But if you want a quick reference guide, you can get one of these at Books A Million or something. It's called The Ultimate Guide to Astrology. And it's got a really good piece about North and South Node in here. Um, your North and South Node has certain houses that it was in when you were born too. And it will tell you what your life path is. And especially if you have somebody in your life who matches your North Node, South Node, has them opposite or conjunction, that means, or sextile, they're significant people in your life. So you should take a look at that. That's all I'm going to say about that. I know a lot about it, but not enough to teach you. If you want to know more about that, you need to book a read with Miriam Kramer on at Point Your Compass. She can do that for you. All right, let's see where things are going for Pisces. Definitely North and South Node are a thing. This card is not in this deck, but it was attached to this, and it came out for a reason. I don't believe in coincidences. This is the Eight of Swords card in the upright. This is saying step out of your comfort zone. You are good enough. Meditate and contemplate is the opposite energy. Eight of Swords is stuck. In this card, it's more like you're tied to a pole, but just by cloth. In the other deck, like in the Rider-Waite deck, she is tied up with what appears to be toilet paper. Perfectly imperfect green eyes calls it toilet paper torture. It's a significant place to be. It's not a physical thing. I mean, it can, if we're getting real technical about things, it can mean somebody's in jail. But most of us don't have somebody in jail, or we're not in jail if we're listening to this. But you may be energetically tied up, and what that means is monkey mind. You're tore up about something in your mind. So let's see if we can figure out what that is. Capricorn energy. This devil is reversed, though. So it means you may be beginning to move away from something that you have a tendency to do that holds you back. Or this is Spirit asking you to do that with the Eight of Swords in the upright as possibly your current position. This may be the direction that Spirit's asking you to go. Is by going toward your North Node, you'll begin to learn your life lessons about the things that may have caused your devil to be upright. So they're asking you to reverse that, or that's at the base of your reading. I don't think Spirit don't want me to continue shuffling these. Okay, split the deck. Crossing your reading is the Empress. That's Aries energy. That is confidence, but the Empress is embodied all four queens, meaning she has already learned all the lessons in fire energy, earth energy, water energy, and what was the other one? Air energy. All right, so her thoughts are in alignment. Her emotions are controlled. Her stability and routines are down pat. Her and she knows how to contain her passion. She don't make impulsive moves. In fact, an Empress sits and waits on people to come to her. People take care of her. She's loving. She takes care of her children. She's a mother energy. Mother, grandmother, matriarch of the family. If you are a man or masculine, there's don't have to be any gender, but if you're a man and you're embodying Empress energy, then you're probably waiting on someone, allowing things to happen, but you're stable. But this energy is crossing the Capricorn energy reversed. So there might quite possibly be a feminine energy. Sometimes, if this Empress is crossing you sideways, sometimes this Empress is not operating in the highest good. Now, when it came up in my hand, it came up kind of diagonal. So that tells me that there may be an imbalance a little bit, but you're almost there with what's going on for this reading. In the recent past, going toward a hope, a dream, something that you really were looking forward to. The stars in the upright, that's Aquarius. So we've got Aquarius, Capricorn, and Aries so far. Virgo and Pisces. That's you. Your hope and dream was to have a new start. Maybe a new friendship, new partnership, new something you felt love for. Looking for your new Ace of Cups. I read for romance, usually because that's what you guys like, but this don't have to be romance for you. You apply it wherever it fits. Take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? You're afraid if you slow down and you take a rest in whatever endeavor this is, that it may not work out for you. But going forward in the near future, there's a lot of support for whatever it is you're doing. There's a new avenue for money, stability. There's a newness there. So there's a newness of love and emotion. There's a new emotion. There's new outlook. I'm getting to Pentacles. Not so much patience, though. There's that fire energy that's not in the upright. That's Sagittarius. There's a little bit of no optimism or a lack of optimism here for whatever this is. That's a dream killer. It's funny because I just told Miriam the other day we were talking, and it was like we were talking about how something come about, and it was like, here you are with the Leo energy, and then here I am with the Gemini energy, and here comes Virgo with the Virgo energy, and they say, yep, there's no process for this, so Virgo killed all our dreams. Well, Virgo is very practical. And if you're a Pisces and Spirit's saying North Node, that's telling me either look at your North Node and South Node, and if you're operating on a South Node, you're headed toward North Node. But if it's not that, it's simply telling you to look at your polarity point. Look at the opposite thing than you're doing, or the opposite energy than what you're in. Go the other direction. So if you're in Pisces energy, which is who you are, and it's meditate, contemplate, be even, or if you're sitting there stuck, like I think you are, thinking, doing a lot of thinking about something here, then this Temperance card makes sense because that's where you're creating doubt for whatever this is, and you're almost in the Empress energy. You are, by doing whatever it is that you've done, you have improved a lot of things in your life. You've started going toward your hopes and your dreams. You started going toward a great sense of stability, and these are also pointing at new opportunities. New opportunity in love, or new opportunity in emotional, something that sparks emotion, dreamy emotion, and a new opportunity for work or love, whichever it is, or both. Maybe you got something totally new. And going forward, the support is there. But you are doubting. And that's where you're at in the Eight of Swords. And Spirit is trying to give you advice through this message that you are good enough. You're going to make this. This is meant to happen for you. Yes, you're intimidated by the possible success of this, or you're doubting the success that is clearly coming in as an outside energy. The outcome is showing the Four of Pentacles. That's just plain maintenance. I don't like that because the Ten of Pentacles is here coming in, and your outcome is the Four of Pentacles. That's just barely holding on. Hmm. Okay, let's talk about this whole reading, Pisces, is a warning and advice for you because of what I just saw on the bottom of the deck here. This process that you're looking at here with what you have going on is telling me that there has been a time in your past when you went towards something that you really wanted to do, something that excited you, you had love for. Most likely there was somebody in your life that had you believing, whether they out and out said it straight up or not, that had you believing that you couldn't do this. They were wrong. Because right here, this outside energy is that this success is coming. The completion is coming. But you jump back into the Four of Pentacles. That means you're just barely maintaining, or you're holding on to something. And the next card I get is this Three of Swords. But it's in the reverse. So there's a lesson that's going to come of this if you keep going in this trajectory, or you can stop and do it now. In order to learn the lesson and to be able to raise these pentacles up or to reach this star, you're going to have to look and see what it is that is causing this Temperance card to be in reverse. This doubt. I don't feel like it's a lack of patience. I feel like it's a doubt. That's what I'm hearing. It's doubt. When every other card on this table says otherwise. Going forward, I'm seeing, okay, now you come out of a place of pain. You come out of getting hung up on a heartbreak, and you start moving a little faster, and then you come up on some conflict. You might run into a Libra. But when you do that, and it may have revolved something around work, I see Libra, I see Leo, I see Sagittarius, I see Aries, Capricorn, and Aquarius here. And of course, Pisces and Virgo. But yeah, you're going to come in conflict if this goes forward in this trajectory. If we don't get a handle on this doubt that you're feeling here, you're going to come up within a relationship and you're going to be seeking balance there. And it's going to create a conflict. And what it is you're bringing forward this doubt. when the outcome is only barely maintaining, you're going to try to balance that. You're going to feel like that people aren't working with you, and that your happiness is waning, and it's going to take you into the Eight of Pentacles, which is just working. The advice here is to work on this before, to recognize the Ten of Pentacles coming in and to work on this. So we're going to get some advice for you on how to do that. You're going to have to slow down. Look here, in this outcome, this devil's coming in upright. Or you're going to come across a past life soulmate who's a Capricorn. And that'll be your next lesson to bring you out of this Three of Swords. So, no, let me tell you this too. There is no wrong choice. Okay? I don't want you thinking that there is a wrong choice on this path. There's always a direction you can go that's easier, that's smoother on this. And we're going to help you out and see which way would be smoother for this scenario, to help you clear this doubt that you might have. Because we want you to go to this Ten of Pentacles and not just this Four. And if this is about work, you don't want to hold yourself back from going towards something you really want to do just because somebody created doubt in your mind, or your lack of self-confidence, you feeling like you can't. Too much meditation and contemplation, when sometimes you just got to pick up that fire energy with the Empress and pull your britches up and just go do it and see what happens. Because that's better than stagnancy. You don't want to get stuck in a position. I'm telling you now, if you stand around and you don't go ahead and take action on what it is that you've got your mind on right now, if you sit around and think about it, you think long, you think wrong. Sometimes. If you're feeling the urge and you're excited and happy about it and you see positivity in doing the thing, that's what you need to pay attention to. You're a Pisces. You know how to feel. But you get in a dreamy place about it. And then, or if it's something that you want to do and you keep finding roadblocks in other people, then what you do is you start manipulating pawns. That's the shadow side of Pisces. Will manipulate pawns to make things happen for themselves. That's not what we're trying to do here. Go toward Virgo energy. Come up with a plan to go ahead and take action. But make it a practical plan. Okay. So you don't feel like you have the financial support to make a move right now. All right. I just heard step back and don't take in the big picture. You look at it in steps. There's a sense of holding back because you're trying to keep from a foundation crumbling because you feel like you're going to lose. All right. What are they to do about this? Advice for my Pisces collective. Yeah. You're supposed to move away from that. Go toward that Virgo energy. What does that mean? Virgos, they see something that they want to do. All right. This is Virgo energy. I see that I want to be a dentist. What do I have to do to be a dentist? Well, I need to go to college. All right. Well, I don't have the money to go to college. Okay. Well, let me research my resources and see if I can get a loan to go to college, or can I get a grant to go to college. You figure that out. Or do I have to go get a job for a little while and save some money so I can afford my books and my tuition to go to college. Maybe I can go to community college and get started on the small part before I go to the big. You know, you get what I'm saying. They come up with a plan. They break down the big picture into small goals in order to reach a bigger goal over time. They're very good at that. They teach you that Virgo thing about saving money. You don't rush out with all that fire energy and just go spend money that you don't have on a large ticket item. You just don't do that. It's not good for you in the long run. Virgos know that. They teach us a lot about slowly building something. That's why the Knight of Pentacles in the upright gets the Virgo rap, because they might come at things slow, but you can count on them every single time to show up with exactly what they say they're going to show up with. And that's what you're looking to do here. And part of that is to understand that you can do this. You can get here. It's sitting here in this outside energy coming in towards you. But you have to stop doubting yourself. There comes an era of requesting that you have faith. And look at your spirit guides and the people, you know, your higher self that's guiding you toward this. It's already speaking to you. There's another Pisces card asking to come into reverse. You know, any other advice for Pisces? Advice for Pisces here? Yes. All right. You're not quite there yet. Recognizing that and going ahead and looking at this Three of Swords. So, in the past, when you went toward whatever it was that in your dreams got dashed, that caused you to have this doubt this time around, all this wanting passion is there. Just because it didn't happen the last time didn't squash the dream that you had of it, did it? So there's a reason why the dream didn't get squashed all the way and it's coming back up again. We repeat patterns like that because there is a reason why you are meant to dream about that thing. Because it's something you're meant to do. So now you got to look at the pain about it. Understand the truth about that. So you can turn these Nine of Wands back upright. Because this guy understands all the lessons. And he's leaning on this pole. It's like, okay, I'm ready to take another step now. I've learned these lessons and I've got them behind me. The lessons are behind me. Right now, these swords are in the upright in your heart. So it's asking you to take a look at your emotions around this. When you think about the doubt that you have regarding whatever this is, whether it's love, work, obviously it's new stuff. There's Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups here. Okay? You were trying to reach completion, but you're trying to jump over a step. And you can't do that. You have to look at this. So why are you doubting? What was it in the past that created that doubt inside of you that's got you in this point? I bet you've done this over and over again. I bet you've got this far and you start dreaming about it again. Everything else squashes away and you're sitting here, whew, I really want to do this, but I'm scared. So it's either fear or pain that's got you held up here. I can't do that work for you. I can direct you in this right direction. But I can tell you right now, if you're a Pisces, you want to look at what Virgos do. Look it up. Google it. We live in a world of technology where you can just Google that right up. If you're on YouTube, you got a phone or something, you can Google what do Virgos do? What are Virgo behaviors? That's your advice. This whole reading was your advice today on whatever has got you stuck. Whatever is making you feel a lack of confidence. You need to go after this. If we're talking about people here again, I'll recap for you. Aquarius, Capricorn, Aries, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius. Libra. So you put all those pawns in the place that you need them, Pisces, however they fit in your world. And you fit this reading to you if it sounds like it resonates. If it don't, leave it here for somebody else. Maybe you need to look at another part of your birth chart. But I'm talking to a Pisces today who's stuck. A Pisces who doesn't feel confident about what going after this dream that they have hit the repeat button on multiple times. You can do this. You're worth it. You're good enough. Step out of your comfort zone. It gets real comfortable to stay in that position, and it gets convenient to do this Four of Pentacles thing. It gets real convenient to do that. Because if you do that, you know this has already got you stable. You're not rocking any boats if you stay here and just keep looking at this dream going, shoulda, woulda, coulda. You can't blame nobody but yourself if you let yourself stay stuck in this position. Some of this stuff comes with victim mode. You don't want to be that. You don't want that at all, do you? No. You want the success, or this wouldn't be here. You want that to happen, and you're allowed to have that. You are good enough to have it. So I urge you to look at that, and look at the cup that I'm drinking out of today and what it says. Ignore my lipstick. Courageous. That's your advice, Pisces. And until I see you next time, please like, share, and subscribe. Please notice right over here, if you're on a desktop, there's a picture of me that should be right there. You can click on that, and that'll take you straight to the subscribe button. Like I said at the beginning of the video, please go to Facebook. You can find me there if you want to interact with me a little bit more. And over on TikTok for your element sign readings. And I do them off, in different intervals. So you get a little bit here and there, advice as you go. You can also subscribe to a personal reading with me. All that information is down below. Love and light, Pisces. Mwah.